My ultimate goal is to go from sheep to sweater, shearing, spinning, and then knitting into a sweater. And today I am headed to a sheep farm and I am going to learn how to process Icelandic wool. I'm so excited.
And because I'm so freaking stoked about this day, I thought I'd bring you along on this wool processing workshop. Let's get into it. I cannot talk about wool processing without talking about the dang sheep. These cutie freaking patooties are Icelandic sheep, which are a heritage breed from, you guessed it, Iceland, where they have been raised for centuries for their meat, dairy, and glorious, glorious fiber. Before we can spin and knit with this Icelandic wool, we gotta go through every step of processing. And first on the list is skirting, baby. Despite skirting sounding like it's just strutting down the street in your newest Depop find, skirting is the process of laying out your raw fleece and picking out that dang debris. I'm talking grass. I'm talking clumps of mud. Get it out of there. At this stage, we also practice separating the dual coat of the Icelandic fleece. Icelandic sheep have a long, strong, durable outer coat and a soft, plush, insulating inner coat, making their fiber extra versatile. After skirting, we gotta dunk our fleece into some hot water and scour to get out the grime and grease that we simply cannot pick out with our hands. So dunk it for 15 minutes, let it drip dry, and then to get a fully washed fleece, you kind of have to do this several times. In the washing process, there are 3 steps. There's the scour, the wash, and a rinse solution. Once you're satisfied with the cleanliness of your fleece, you can toss that sucker into a centrifuge spinner to reduce drying time overall. It's like the spin cycle. Goes real fast to get all the water out in one direction and will not felt your fleece. For a fleece to fully dry, it can take up to 3 days of waiting, which is time we simply didn't have. So there are steps of the process we didn't live demo. Picking and tumbling your fleece. So we dove straight into hand carding with some fleece that had already been picked and tumbled for us. Carding is a step of the process where you are untangling and aligning the fibers in one direction to create batting. Once you've made your batting, you can go straight into felting, or you can give it a little spin to make up some yarn. Yes, that's right. We're at the final stage before yarn, spinning. I have never spun before in my life, and while the wheel was tempting, I tried my hand at a drop spindle. With the masterful guidance of Sherry and Melissa, I picked up a drop spindle and some fleece and got to spinning. And let's just say, I've got a lot to learn. My first inches of yarn might be a little lumpy, bumpy, and crazy. I spent such a fulfilling day learning with others how to process raw wool to gorgeous yarn. And I left that farm feeling like even though I've got a long road of practice ahead of me, I am one step closer to my ultimate sheep to sweater goal.